All right, so everybody, we're doing things differently today. What we want to talk about is a little bit of the business ethics portion and the recruiting practices that go on in network marketing. So earlier videos, we've talked about learning from people's mistakes and learning from our mistakes. There are companies that we rival that have been popped for certain type of recruiting practices and unethical practices in business. So what I want to do today, I want to talk about some of these unethical practices, and I want to make sure that we as a team are doing our best to combat those issues if we see them come up. So just from the get-go, from the very tippy top, make sure that you are not posting profits on social media. You can go ahead and post pips, you can post percentages, but do not talk about your profits, even if it's residual income, especially if it's residual income. All you really want to say is, hey, I'm trading in Forex. You can show your charts, you can do things like that, and you can even say, hey, I caught 1,000 pips this week, or hey, I improved my account 77% this week. But do not, and I'm telling you right now, do not take a screenshot of your profits and throw them on your social media, because this company will not be around very long if people continue to do that. So top competitor of ours literally just had a huge lawsuit regarding all that. So they settled out, but we can't allow that to continue. It's also very unethical in the eyes of the federal government. So you need to make sure that you're practicing ethically. And the best way I can go ahead and just say that is, how would you want to be treated if you were recruited for a company like this? If somebody was coming to you and trying to get you to join, would you want them throwing their profits in your face going, oh, like, hey, this is the kind of profits I'm getting, and then later on find out down the road that was just a demo account and you're barely clearing a couple percentages, if you're clearing profit at all? That would be really frustrating, right? So if you are posting anything, make sure it's your real money. Like, don't be sitting there posting, oh, I made 77% on my account and it's a demo account, because then you're just lying. Like, you didn't clear any money. You've been trading on a demo account. All right. So we're here to practice ethically, and we're here to show people legitimate business opportunities. So if you're not trading on a demo, or if you're not trading on a live account and you've been in Forex longer than 2 weeks to a month, you need to open your live account and you need to get trading on that, just for a business sense and for yourself, because you're not making money if you don't have a live account rolling. And there's plenty of calls being put out in certain groups where you can be making good money. So just for yourself and for your team, if you aren't already trading on a live account, get on it. And more importantly, I don't want to see anybody posting anything that has anything to do with a demo account. If you use a demo account for learning purposes and you still have your live account open, great. Like, I know people that literally will post, hey, this is what I'm doing on my demo account because I'm trying to improve myself. Or, hey, I have my live account over here where I'm still trading the way I was trading on my live account, but I'm trying new things on my demo account to keep improving. That's great, but make sure that you differentiate the two if you are going to post them on social media, or if you're going to show them to people in person. Because if you show an account to somebody in person and say, oh yeah, like, I started off trading with like $5,000 and it was just whatever you threw in with your demo account, it's not real money. Don't lie to them. If you threw in $100, I've told people this all the time, I'm like, I started with $100. There's nothing to be ashamed of with that. Oh, there's some people that start with $25. That's okay. But as long as you're real with people and you show them the percentages, and you have to come back to percentages, we'll have a call on this tomorrow. I will be talking about percentages. That is what you're trying to sell, because most people have at least $100 sitting in a savings account that's doing nothing. They're going to get maybe 0.01 cents on that annually, while a bank is going to be sitting there flipping their 100 for thousands on what they're getting. So overall, I really want to stress that we are teaching people in our teams, teaching people and holding them accountable to follow ethical practices. If you know somebody is using a demo account or posting their profits or anything like that, call them out on it. Be like, dude, that's not cool. That's not all right. We as leaders have to step up to the plate and call people out on things like this. Otherwise, it's just going to keep happening. And that makes us ourselves unethical because we know what's going on. And if we know what's going on and we allow it to happen, you are an unethical leader. This happens all the time in the Army. There's lieutenants, there's majors, there's captains that all the time get in trouble because they are aware something's going on and they don't say anything. And then whenever they find out that, oh, they broke a law, that felony then turns and falls on you as a leader because you are responsible for what was going on and because you were aware of what was going on and it didn't get fixed. Guilty by association, that is a thing. So to protect yourself, make sure that you are aware of what's going on in your downline, in your teams, and make sure that people are practicing safely. People are practicing ethically. And if you're doing the right things for the right reasons, you won't have anything to worry about. And as long as people that you're working with are doing things for the right reasons, then you usually don't have anything to worry about. But for the most part, you guys have to be aware of what's going on and you have to be aware how to combat it. And the best way to do it is be confrontational about it. Be like, yo, like what you're doing is not right. It's not cool. We need to make sure that we're not doing this. Otherwise, we won't be around very long. And that's just uncool for everybody. It does just take one person to ruin something for everybody. Understand that. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Ryan because I'm sure he's got something to say on the topic.
Yeah. Income is pretty much spot on with everything. Especially, well, if you guys know, Forex is a very dramatic industry. But from the FTC, the SEC don't really like us. Not because of, like, it's just our company or the people. It's just, like, the industry in itself. It can be manipulated in a very big way. It's the reason why I never joined an MLM that dealt with Forex. Because it's very dramatic and easily manipulated and lied about. But the main thing that we say is the income. When it comes to sharing your profits, what we can do, and I did talk to Joel about this, you can post profits in blue. I wouldn't say your ultimate profits, but you cannot relate them to, you cannot relate them to CPSG. You cannot say, I did this and say you're a part of CPSG because then it gets tied back to the company and it hurts the company. And that's when they get lawsuits and they get sued and they get all that stuff. So if you wanted to talk about anything profit, you have to specifically say it is within a different group that can be within CPSG, but it has to be a different group. And you have to put a disclaimer on everything. Everything. Just I don't even care if it's like a small, like I made $200 today. Everything. Just put a disclaimer. Past profits or past results don't guarantee future profits. Like simple stuff like that. It's going to keep you complacent. It's going to keep you, I don't want to say complacent, but in the jurisdiction of like what the FTC allows and what they don't allow. So income claims, don't talk about the comp plan unless people are in the company and it's for company, trainings. Don't go out and say, I hit this rank and it makes this much money. Don't cross recruit. Don't go out of your way to neglect other companies, all right? Because I have so many people saying, the one thing that people get asked is, oh, how is this company better than anything else? Don't fucking answer it. You're not comparing. You're not saying who's better, who's not. Verizon and Sprint are both big-ass cellular companies. You talk shit on either one, or you just say, I like this one because of these reasons. You don't say, well, screw that one. They always do competitive shit, but like in this industry, if you want to be like good, I'm telling you, just don't talk shit because that's the immediate thing people are looking for as a response to start comparing, arguing. Well, we have this and we have that. It's like nobody. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. We all offer the same thing. It's Forex. It's trainings. We have signals. We have funnels. We have live rooms. We have trainings. We have boot camp. And then you just talk about why you love it. That's it. You don't have to talk about, well, that company does this and that's it. I don't care about it. Or we offer this and they lose too many times, blah, blah, blah. That makes you no better than the other person. Because now you're sitting here comparing with them. You're giving them the energy that they want. And then it's just going to cause negative feedback, negative energy. It's going to cause this circle of constant just arguing and we're better, we're better. Like you don't see like Jason Brown and other like arguing about how much better he is at this company. He doesn't care. This is business. In business, there's always going to be competition. That's it. It's just a part of the game. If you look at it as a way and you try to defend your company, you look like an amateur. Be a professional. Just know what you got, rock with it, tell people why you love it, and that's it. If they ask you why is yours so much better, just be like, I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying this is what we're offering. If you want to choose to stay in whatever you're doing, I'm not going to stop you. But I'm doing this because I have this, I have my reasons, and I'm excited, and I'm going to blow this thing up. That's all you got to say. You don't got to go into comparison. Because then you get, well, but they didn't do that, and then they start asking you like stupid questions just to make you stutter and make you look stupid. So don't say income claims. Don't talk about the ranks you hit ever, or associate ranks or money to ranks. They can keep you liable. Don't try to recruit or cross recruit, because there have been lawsuits of people going into other people's inboxes saying that, hey, we're going to move these people over, so your stuff is going to fall down. It's a guarantee. You might as well just bring everybody over. That's called bribing. Don't do it. Don't bribe. Don't solicit. Don't talk shit. Don't compare. Just build. Just do your thing. Use the services. Use what the company offers. That's it. Imagine if there was no competition. How would you talk about it? You can't say we're the best. Companies will dissipate. It's a finite game. This company will not be around for 200 years. Other companies will not be around forever. So stop treating it like it will. Just build it and have fun. It's an infinite life. Just do your thing. Business will never end, but companies will. I'm not saying this one will. I'm just saying for a realistic perspective. Like, you're not trying to dominate a section where you know it's not going to last forever. So that's what I got to say.
So yeah, I completely agree with everything that just Ryan just touched on right there. Thanks for coming on and talking about that, because that's something that we had spoke about before that needed to be addressed. This video right here that we're filming right now, everybody needs to share this today with their team. This is important. This is a leadership call that you guys need to make, and this is something that you guys need to stay on top of. Otherwise, there's going to be repercussions for it. And I'm not saying it's going to hurt you because you're the one doing it. I'm not saying anybody on this video is doing it. I'm not saying anybody on this, who's going to watch this is doing it or guilty of doing it. I'm not saying anybody in particular is guilty of doing it. I'm saying let's make sure it doesn't happen. All right? This is just something we're going to nip in the bud before it becomes an issue. Okay? So does anybody have anything else they want to add to this? AV, I'm not sure if you got anything you want to add.
No, I think what Ryan said was on point. I came in on the last tail end of that. But I think for everybody to nip that in the bud now, we've had incidents already happen where people have been taking testimonials and stuff like that. So I just say try to keep them within our group, and try to even when I talk about the company or do opportunity calls, I never talk about the rank. I just say when it comes to when I enlarge the huge ranks or whatever, I just tell people one thing I've learned from different leaders is they always just say hey, I know all of you can read, so you guys can go ahead and read those. I'll let you look at it for a second. You don't even have to read them off. You can just say, hey, I'll let you guys look at this for a second. You guys can all read what that says, and then you move on from there. It keeps you safe, and it keeps the company safe, because if we all stay professional and we stay within the guidelines that we're supposed to, then the company will last longer, and we'll stay out of as much trouble as we possibly can, leader wise and company wise. And I overall I just think that what they're saying right now, what Nate and Ryan have touched on, is just going to keep us very clean and pure, as a community and a company out there in the market, because there will be things that comes up. Every company has them. There's going to be problems, but it just depends on how we handle them and how much we can, how long we can stay professional. Even myself, I'm guilty of that. Like, I'm really quick to defend my team and quick to defend the people on the team. Um, and I haven't, like, sometimes, like, one incident I haven't done a very good job of that is, another incident that recently occurred, just like Ryan said, like, I was on a Zoom call with like 7 other people, from IML with Alexis. And, we handled that call very professionally. We didn't, compare companies. We didn't do anything like that. We kind of diffused the situation that was occurring. And that, that's how everyone should handle situations. And, like Ryan said, don't try to compare, just diffuse the situations if possible. If not, if it's possible to avoid the situation, avoid it. But if it just comes down to it and just can't be avoided, then just handle it in the most professional way you can. And just try to, keep it professional. Like, that's mainly what we have to do, is just try to stay as professional as we can. It's just people who are, teaching Forex. This is about Forex. This isn't about, trying to see who's better or who makes the most money. This is just about, teaching people how to trade and getting people out of the situations that they're currently in life and whatever they're struggling with. And that's what we need to keep our main focus on, because there's a lot of people out there that are throwing cash and money. And that's not what our team as market makers represents. We really stress the fact of family and really being there for people and helping people get out of those situations and providing value in education first. So I think we just need to keep that. And as long as we have the majority of leaders in this company, as long as we have the majority of us thinking the same way and putting the education first and being professional and really thinking about people and putting people first instead of the ranks or how much money we're making or how much money we're going to make, then we will keep control of the culture that we started, and the culture will continue to prosper with the new people that continue to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. AB, I think you touched on everything that was really good there. Big thing, just don't be immature. That comes back to our professionalism. We are becoming Forex professionals. We are showing ourselves as business professionals, and we just need to remember that's going to come up. People are going to try to bring us down because they see us building up. People are going to do everything they can to bring us to their level. And we have to remember that we are on a pedestal. We are up on top, and people are going to be trying to drag us down. So do not allow people to bring you down to their level. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end the call. But I think we did a really good job touching on everything. Make sure this video gets shared. Make sure people watch it. Follow up with people. Make sure everybody understands. All right. Have a great day.